has America turned? Because obviously I know you were living in California until quite recently.
Yeah, I mean, I think just like people are generally like sick of them. I think, it's going to get to a point where they're going to have to probably move country. I'm not sure where they would move to next, but you'd sort of get that feeling, right? That whoever is telling them what to do, it's not really going according to plan.
No, so is there a way for them to turn it around?
Um, I don't see like Harry getting back on track. Um, Being married, I don't think he'll ever be accepted back to the UK while he is married. And as far as Meghan, I know it was Thomas Markle, so it was his birthday just now, and obviously
Today,
that's
yeah.
so sad that they haven't made up yet. It's it just shows a lot of like her character, I think. So the photos, it looked like they were very, very close when she was younger. And seeing what she did with her dog, she met Harry and she just cast her whole life away that she had had previously, including all her animals, right, that she abandoned.
Yeah. The dog
So,
just didn't come.
and for me,
The
that's a
dog was a
real
pain.
thing. You can really tell someone's personality in that. Like she's rescued this dog and then just like leaves the dog for Harry. Like, you know,
So
it's not
wrong.
really the
I know.
way
I
we
remember speaking to her staff at the time who were like, we can't believe this. She's
mm,
not bringing one of the dogs. It's bizarre. It's like she chose her favorite dog to come and the other
uh,
one wasn't able to.
yeah.
I do want to wish Thomas Markle a happy 80th birthday, though. He is a really amazing man. And the thing is, Victoria, he
Mm,
always got such a bad rap in the media because of the way that Meghan Markle painted him as some sort of
right.
loser. It's like he
Yeah.
is an Emmy Award winner. He gave her an incredible life. He was a top sound technician on General Hospital, which is one of the biggest
TV
soap
shows,
operas
yeah.
in
Yeah.
America. And he got her start in acting by getting her in. It's often who you
Mm.
know in Hollywood.
And
So,
she would have met everybody through him, basically.
yeah,
Like any
100%.
job that she had starting out was because of her father.
100%. I just want to
Yeah.
pick up on something you said, though, because look, I know you're in these circles, right? And you hang out with a lot of these people and a lot of the friends, the close friends of William and Harry. And I was actually at lunch the other day with a former close friend of Harry. And she said to me that all of the friends now have dropped him in the UK. They all think the way that he has acted by not inviting them to places, by turning on them, has been so bad. And I was really shocked by that because I thought, my goodness. And actually, a lot of them are friends with William. They have
Well, they
basically
probably had
chosen
to
William over Harry.
decide. Mm.
Is that what you're hearing?
Yeah, I mean, I think probably quite a lot of them had to pick a side, and probably because of the behavior, you know, of Harry and Meghan, as far as like the book and all of those revelations about the family, um, they are quite close in age, so they would have had a lot of the same friends, and those friends have most likely picked William because Harry's not around. He doesn't make an effort with them. He doesn't, any weddings or big events of supposed close friends and family friends, he hasn't made an effort, and he's sort of living in this bubble, which is this Hollywood bubble, which I know a lot of because I live there, and you're very like insulated over there, and you kind of forget about the world outside that little bubble.
You get
So
the
it's
Californian
sad.
brain.
Yeah, it's sad. It just feels like he still hasn't woken up from this sort of daydream that he's in. And you would have thought he would by now.
But what you're saying is that the friends will not accept him while he's still married. But if he were
Yeah,
to
I believe,
divorce, they would.
yeah, I think most people have a problem with her because, she's the one that took him away, right, from his previous life. And his friends will see that as, while she is there, things are not going to change for the better. And I don't think she even allows him to see his friends because she thinks he'll be led astray and he'll get back into his old life and
Yes.
maybe then wake up and realize, what am I doing with Meghan?
That's what I'd heard too, that she's very controlling about the
Very
people who
controlling.
he hangs
Always has
out
the
with.
mother around. It's like Harry has been taken over, like,
Mm.
by her, but then she's got the mother always around keeping an eye on things. And he obviously doesn't have that. He doesn't have the family members like she does,
The
having
crazy thing to me, and this is
parents.
when I realized that it was all over, was,
Mm,
Tom Inskip, Skippy, who's one of his best mates and also one of William's mates. He
mm,
wasn't even invited to the main sort of reception of the wedding. And this was the guy that would often
And
lead Harry astray.
so
And
Meghan probably banned him, right?
oh, yeah, yeah.
From
Without any doubt, because she didn't want those sorts of party animal friends around her. But the point is, your old friends matter. I mean,
yeah.
the most important people in my life over the past year, like when you're going through tough times, are the
Mm,
friends who I was friends with when I was at school, because they're the people
cool.
who really know me.
They
And
really
Harry's lost all of them, Lady V.
mm, I know it's sad. It's really sad for him.
What's so important about being independent is that I'm only ever going to tell you about products that I use and truly believe in and think can improve your life. So that's why I am so excited to talk about Verso. This is an amazing product. A little bit of background about me. I've recently entered my 40s, really started focus on staying healthy, and I've specifically done it via the 16-8 fast. Have you heard about that? It actually works really well. So you're only allowed to eat for 8 hours of the day, and then you don't fast for 16. Sorry, then you fast for 16 hours. And that was working pretty well, but only got me so far. And so I looked into it, and I was really interested with the scientist David Sinclair, who has now proven that we can reverse aging with interventions that go beyond healthy habits. So I was looking for a product that I knew would enhance everything I was already doing, but one that was backed up with solid evidence. And that's why I decided to start using Cell Being by Verso every single day. It has scientifically proven ingredients that fight the effects of aging by increasing NAD plus levels. And that's the stuff that powers every cell in your body. So I've been taking the product for a number of months now. Right at the start of the day, it has been transformative. I'm losing fat. Fasting is easier. I'm eating less, and apparently that's due to its blood sugar regulating effects, which means fewer cravings, which is amazing. I'm sleeping better too, feeling much happier, waking up with way more energy. So this has taken years off me already. I'm absolutely convinced, and I'd love you to experience the same thing. If you're in any doubt, Verso publishes third-party testing from each batch produced to guarantee you are getting what you paid for. And what's even better is because Verso was my first ever sponsor here at Outspoken, they are giving you an incredible offer. If you head to buy.ver.so/outspoken, you'll save 15% on your first order. All you've got to do, this is really important, when you enter the coupon code, just write the word Outspoken. That link, I'm going to put it right now in our YouTube and Rumble description so you can find it there and just click straight through. But I'll spell it out for you too in case you want to write it down. buy.ver.so/outspoken. Remember to use the coupon code Outspoken. There's all of this theory going around that Harry and Meghan are for some reason trying to hide Archie and Lilibet away from the world. What's your take on that? Do you sign up to any of these growing
I
theories
I don't
around
know.
whether Meghan actually gave birth to
Oh,
them
I
or if
was
they
going
were
to
born by a
mention
surrogate?
that. So she did give birth apparently to the first one, but the second one, the
Archie.
reason why there was a home birth is because it was a surrogate. Now, I don't know if this is true or speculation, but I have read it from anonymous people, and I've heard that for a couple of years. So I'm not sure if it's true or not, but there is talk that Lilibet was a surrogate.
And do you think it's
Which,
fair
which
enough?
apparently, if you were born as like through a surrogacy, you cannot be heir to a throne. Did you know
Correct.
that?
Correct.
Yeah. And with
Yeah. You,
Archie, I'm not sure. There was even talk with Archie that she was wearing the fake belly. There was a photo I remember a while ago that where it looked like the belly slipped. Do you remember
yes.
that? So quite possibly, and this would be like a major thing, obviously.
Well, it's just the
Um,
mystery around it that I don't understand
oh,
because remember, I was covering very closely the birth of Archie, and it was
mm,
absolutely bizarre because they didn't use the hospital where usual royal births
right,
happen. And
strange.
then, do you remember they announced that she had gone into labor when in fact we learned later that the baby had already been born. So right from the start there was a whole load of
Yeah,
weirdness and the pregnancy was
mhm,
shrouded in mystery. Now,
yeah.
Lady Colin Campbell is very strong on this because she says she's asked Buckingham Palace just to clarify and just to say for sure that the babies were born via
I
Meghan's body, and then there's no issue, and then we
I
can all
don't
move
think
on.
Buckingham Palace would know necessarily.
I don't think
Like,
that.
would
No,
they?
no.
I
I
don't
think
think they would know. I think that it was kept as such a secret, if it is true, that I don't even think that Buckingham Palace would be told.
and presumably the reason to go to such great lengths, and obviously we're being clear, this is a theory, we don't know for sure,
mm,
it's just something that has been discussed, but
right,
the reason behind it would be presumably to keep the children in the line of succession.
right, of course. Which, to be honest, they shouldn't be in the line of succession anyway, because they're being brought up in America.
Yeah.
There's sort of no real connection. You can't have kids with American accents suddenly, being in the line of successions. I don't see how that actually works.
Well, that's what
So,
I think is bizarre. But I've done loads of research on this, Lady V, and people will find this insane. But
mhm,
there is a genuine concern within the royal family that Harry
yes,
and Meghan still believe that there is the possibility of them one day taking the throne. And so,
yeah.
presumably, that's the reason why they want to keep Archie and Lilibet in the line of succession.
Right. So I think to just cut that whole thing on the head right now, I think the kids should be taken out of the line of
Yeah.
succession immediately. I
But the
don't know what.
problem is that would require an act of parliament, and King Charles would have to ask for that. I mean, genuinely, I think it's possible that William will. I mean, his anger, you know this, but his anger over all of this is like volcanic. Whereas
Mhm,
Charles wants to do the whole let's try and sort this out thing.
mhm, right. Um, but yeah, that's been a sort of a question I've had for a while. Is I think it would be actually safer for William's children as well for them to be taken out of the line of succession. The royal family have had a lot of issues recently, and it does make one think like, what is going on in that family? Why are they all sick? What
Mm.
is going on, right? Who is this all happening for another reason? Just a couple of updates on the Epstein
Oh,
story.
yes. Yes. What's the
So
latest?
it is, so some of the things I can discuss. A lot is going on with him right now that we're gonna probably get him on here soon. But the FBI have properly disclosed that they never actually received a hard copy of the photo.
So
The
this is to
initial,
clarify. So this is the photo with
this
Ghislaine,
is the
Andrew,
fake
and Virginia
photo.
Giuffre.
Yeah, so David Boyes aside always tried to say that there was a hard copy. The FBI are going to publicly come out and say this soon because they have an ongoing lawsuit right now with Maria Farmer and some of the others. But there was never a hard copy of the photo.
Wow.
Never received. The initial photo was apparently emailed to them from Virginia's lawyers. They never had
Wow.
a hard copy. Um, I wish we did know this, but I wish they could have said this, many years ago. It would have been very helpful.
Well, it
But
would have
yeah,
changed the narrative.
there's going to be a lot of news on that side, about what's going on with that and Virginia. So
Well, you know where to come first to break
yeah,
this news.
of course. Yeah, absolutely. And I think the girls, to be honest, like when Trump, well, he's going to win this election, they are going to be running scared because they know that obviously they tried to accuse him of things. He's going to go after them and he's going to really like open this case up, I think, properly. and be able to get loads of indictments out. And so, yeah, I think the girls should be quite scared about
We
getting
are in
arrested.
for an absolutely fascinating few months,
Yeah.
and I
And
know that
also,
Prince Andrew is still hopeful
well,
that
you know what,
the
as
public will
well,
turn and that he will be able to clear his name.
well, from the stuff we have, he can absolutely clear his name. I can't say what the evidence is right now, but it's like you can't deny that it is what it is, right? But I think having Trump in office, he will clear out, the bad guys in the FBI and the CIA and stuff, and get good people in those positions that'll actually like make a difference and go after the right people.
Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please do subscribe if you want lots more clips and interviews like that. Plus, if you want to watch our totally uncensored after show, then visit www.outspoken.live.